Yeah, y'all already know what it is. One of the hottest podcasts out right now. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Ooh, we Longie, you make Stevie wonder. If you got a problem, she'll do her best to solve them. Ooh, Longie, like for the party. I gotta tune in, you know she do this.
Ooh, we Longie. I love my intro, y'all. Shout out to my boy NBC Studios. If y'all are ever in Atlanta, Georgia, hit my boy up. He got y'all with the studio sessions. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into today's bonus episode. I am your girl. I am she. She is I. I am her. One Longie. This episode is the bonus track of Axie Longie. So I made a post asking you guys to inbox me some questions and I will answer them. But before I answer y'all questions, I got a couple questions I want to ask y'all. Is you minding your business? And is you drinking your gallon of water a day? I really don't think y'all minding y'all business because y'all asking me questions. Nah, I'm just playing. But is you minding your business? And is you drinking your water? If not, let that be the first mission of the day. Mind your business and drink your water. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The first question, I tried to categorize these questions, so if I answer one of them I may answer the second one. But the first one is, how do you keep your life so private? I keep my life private. How I keep my life private is when I discovered that I didn't need validation from social media or people that really don't matter in my life. So that is how I manage to keep my life so private. I feel like my personal life have nothing to do with what I want social media to see, and I'm learning to live my life and then post on social media. I sometimes live my life and don't even post on social media at all. And that wraps it up. Number 2, do you have a crush on anyone? I have my eye on someone. I wouldn't say it's a crush as of right now. I do find them interesting, but I'm kind of just keeping my eye on them, if that makes sense. Are you and any of your exes still cool? Listen, all my exes still cool with me. I still talk to the majority of all my exes. We cool. Some of them my best male friends. Like, I can joke with them. We get along so good. There may be one that we just don't communicate because he's a butthead, but whatever. How you got so thick? Listen, God had a blessing with my name on it. And when he thought about thick, he thought of your girl. Y'all so crazy. What happened in your life to make you want to be a Christian? Well, I've always been a Christian all my life. I grew up in a church. What made me take my relationship with God so serious, when I kind of lost track, when I kind of lost everything and didn't know which way to go, and I felt like I couldn't live this life on my own. So that's why I started building my relationship with God. All right, the next question is, are you and your baby daddy still cool? Whether we cool or not, we gonna always have to talk to each other because we have a child together, and she's only 8 going on 9. So yeah, that was all right. Do you plan on having any more kids? I don't want any more kids, but if I do get married and my husband want to have more kids, I'm open to it. But I will not have any more kids without being married first. How are you so mature at your age? I've always hung around. I should probably say should have hung around older people. So I always, like, paid attention to how they carry themselves, One, I never dated anyone that was younger than me prior to maybe a year or two ago. And also, I've been through some grown situations that have made me mature and realize that, I can't be childish all my life. The next question is what made you start a podcast. I kind of answered this question. I don't like talking to people face to face, even though I'm learning, but I feel more comfortable behind the mic and saying what I gotta say so people don't see my face expression, because I'm still battling the spirit of facial expression, because what I don't say, my face will say it. So I'm still, God is still dealing with me on that one. Next question. Why are you so scared to give someone a chance? Because people take advantage of these chances that you be giving them. And I feel like at the age that I am now, I really don't have time to waste. So if you're not coming to me telling me what you want with yourself in the next 5 years, what you're looking for in a woman, I ain't into giving nobody a chance. Next question. I'm breezing through these questions. We already on number 11. What do you consider good qualities in a relationship? I don't know, y'all, because I ain't in a relationship. I can't keep no relationship, so I don't know. But I'm just playing. What do I consider good qualities in a relationship? Communication is one, because in all my relationships, I kind of felt like communicating. Well, I didn't feel. We felt at communicating. A lot of times people don't know how to keep it real with you, so they keep things from you, keep it a secret. What else? I guess you could say loyalty, but that all trust, loyalty, all that stuff kind of ties in together. But I mean, someone that's just being their self, because that's how relationship fail. People start to be somebody else, and then when they get tired of being that person, they're ready to go back to being themselves, and you become used to the person that they're really not. And once you get to know them, the relationships fail sometimes as well. So those are some key things that I think everybody will want in a relationship. All right, next questions. What qualities do you look for in a man? Plans, goals, visions, mean what you say, being family oriented. You gotta know what you want to do within the next 5 years, and the things that you want to do within the next 5 years, I need your actions to be aligned with that from that day forward. I said family oriented. You gotta look good. And I'm a sucker for some beards and some tuxedos, but that's just a preference, that's not qualities. But yeah, you gotta have a straight mind. You gotta be mature enough to want to communicate, stuff like that. What is your idea of being the perfect woman? Being a perfect woman is loving yourself first. You can't be the perfect woman without knowing that you are the perfect woman. So that's step one. What else would I consider? I mean, being loyal, it kind of go hands in hands with what I said with a man, because you gotta be the same thing that you want your man to be. The next question. What do you feel like is the next big thing in your life to happen? I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a change in my finances in a good way. And I feel like that I'm going to meet that one. I feel like I'm going to be engaged next year, y'all. I got faith. The next question, how do you prioritize your day? If y'all really want to know the truth, I suck at time management. I am really starting to organize my life and learn how to time manage, because I try to squish everything and do everything while I'm at work, so that when I come home I can just relax and be with my baby. But that don't really go as planned. So I'm still learning how to prioritize my day, and I am, as the pastors would say, this is a sin. I am a great procrastinator. I wait until the last minute to do everything. I have so many opportunities that I can pre-record my podcast. I don't. But the next question, who has been the biggest impact in your life? The biggest impact have been in my life was one, my big sister. She's impacted me in so many ways that she don't even know. Like, I just look up to her because she's come from nothing to make it to have everything that she wanted for herself. And I seen her like strive to get there. Like, she didn't stop, she kept going. And I love the fact that she motivated all her friends and people around her to make them want to do better. And there's a lot of virtual people that I follow on social media, like Miss Carrie Turner, Kalita Forbes. I love them. Like, they have been great impact on me as far as like ministry, as far as like being a influencer, stuff like that. They have like impacted me in major ways. And my daughter has been the most biggest impact on my life. Like, something so small has caused my life to do such a 360. The next question: what has been the most vulnerable moment in your life? I would probably have to say the most vulnerable moment has been in my life when I lost my brother. When I lost my brother, I kind of lost myself. Like, I was just looking for love in all the wrong places, trying to fill that void. So I kind of just, not say I went wild, but I kind of wasn't picking my man's in a very smart way. So I would just kind of if you show me some attention, I went for it. Another vulnerable moment in my life is when I felt like I actually gave somebody my all and they turned out to be something totally different. So that made me kind of like, in the inside. How did you get over your brother death? That is a real tough question, because honestly, you never get over anyone's death. You kind of just learn how to deal with the void, but it's not really getting over, because you still think of them. You still think of those moments that if they were here, what they would have been doing, or the last time that when you do something, you're like, oh my God, I wish, I remember my brother did this, I remember my brother did that. So it's something that I don't grieve over anymore. Sometimes I cry because I miss him, because I always see my nephew, and my nephew is just him all over again. So it kind of puts me in those moments, and it makes it a lot more harder that I have to see my nephew. And like, I see my nephew cry out that he wants his dad and stuff like that. So it's actually harder than anything. Like, I lost my uncle before I lost my uncle. I lost my brother before I lost my uncle, before I lost my brother. So it was kind of like, I wouldn't say it was easy to get over my uncle's death, but my uncle didn't have any kids, so like, all the moments that I remember of my uncle was all fun moments. The moments that I had with my brother, they were fun moments too. Like, we grew up together, that was all I knew. But at the same time, I still have to live with his son, getting in those mode where like he want his dad, and there's nothing that I can do or nothing anybody else can do. So yeah, let me just get out that before start crying. Can I be your This is a dumb question. Can I be your friend? I don't need any more friends at this point. I mean, friends are important, but I feel like I don't need any more friends. Plus, my best friend is crazy, y'all. She don't let me have friends. How do I fight past the bad days? I fight past the bad days not thinking of the bad days. I said this in a post. I don't remember how I said it. But bad days are going to come. Good days are going to come. But if you focus on the bad days, you never can appreciate the good days. So I kind of, when the bad days comes, I kind of just look back on the good days and, thinking like, this is not going to last always. And the last question that I'm going to answer, do you plan on getting married? Do you want to get married? If so, do you plan on having a wedding? I don't have a big family, so a wedding is not my top priority. I would probably, if I had to choose a wedding, I would probably choose a destination wedding. Like if you want to come, you gotta travel to come to this moment. But I always figured that I would elope and come back and have what is it called? A reception? Yeah, a reception. Just with my family, the little bit family that I do have, my friends and my husband's family. But I don't really want a wedding. I don't really like people like that. So, and I'm not a good entertainer when it comes to a crowd of people. Crowds of people make me nervous. But those are all the questions that I had. Well, there was a lot more questions, but I kind of just narrowed it down to about 23 questions, something that I can give a short response to. I recorded this podcast, just so y'all know, at 1:02 in the morning on Wednesday, October 16th. And for those of you who don't know, yesterday I was in the hospital for having bad migraines. And as I promised, I would try to get something uploaded for you guys, because I seen you guys inboxing me, asking me where was the podcast, because I know I committed to Sundays. But I have not been feeling well. My headaches and my migraines have been taking me out. I ended up in the hospital last night with some very disturbing news, but to God be the glory. I'm not claiming it. It is what it is, what the doctor said it is, but yeah. So I'm gonna upload the actual episode for this week. I'm gonna try to get it recorded, because as I did say, I'm a great procrastinator and I did not record it. So I'm gonna try to either get it recorded between tomorrow, which will be, well, today, which is Wednesday, or Thursday, and I'll try to have it uploaded before the week is out. And I'll still try to even upload on Sunday so that it can catch me up for this week and next week. But again, before I leave, do not forget to subscribe to us on Facebook and subscribe to us on Podcast Apple. And you can also subscribe on YouTube and follow us on SoundCloud. I've realized that SoundCloud has been my biggest platform that people are listening to it on. So if you have an iPhone, just subscribe so that way it notifies you when we upload new content. SoundCloud actually send you a notification too, letting you know that I have uploaded something new. And YouTube is kind of just like the last resort, because some people may not have SoundCloud, or some people may not have iPhone. They are Android users. God's delivering them from that green thing, because you said we shall be fruitful. But anyways, yeah, that's really it for me. Thank you guys for supporting me. Again, I will try to get the new episode out by the end of the week. But until next time, I need y'all to drink y'all water. I need y'all to mind y'all business. And your girl is out. Goodbye.
Y'all already know what it is. One of the hottest podcasts out right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ooh.